Do you have trouble with your English fluency? Have you ever heard of the shadowing technique? In today's video, let's talk about shadowing, how you can do it, why it's good for you, and some tips to make it even better. If you're ready to find out how to do the shadowing technique and improve your English fluency, let's get into it. Shadowing is basically just you repeating what someone else is saying. It is good because it helps you to understand things in English on a better level. It is a good way to start to feel the rhythm and the sounds of the words that you're copying. Shadowing is also a great way to start to get you thinking about English in a way that you might not be used to. You get good practice at close listening. So you will start to notice melody, rhythm, and intonation of the voice that you're shadowing. These are all very important when it comes to speaking English. It will give you a big leg up on improving your English fluency as well as pronunciation. The way that you express yourself and your feelings can be greatly improved by using the shadowing technique. Just listening to a sentence and focusing on the words, you can lose what that English speaker is trying to get across. Shadowing makes you pay attention to how something is being said, and this is just as important as what is being said. This is also a great way for you to improve your English speaking on your own. Since you don't have to worry about someone to practice with, it's a convenient way for you to improve your pronunciation in the comfort of your own home, when you're out and about, or anywhere that you like. Next, let's talk about how to do the shadow technique. The first way that you can do it is by playing a piece of audio and then repeating the person that you're listening to. And this option, you're not going to pause to repeat. You are just going to be repeating the speaker almost right after they say it. So whatever you're listening to, play it, listen to it, and then repeat it immediately after playing it. You can also go line by line, and this is something that you can do when you're out and about if you're on the go. Focus here should be on repeating that accent exactly the way that you hear it. On the first time, you actually don't have to worry about understanding everything that you're repeating. A second option you can do while using a script or a transcript. Here, you can play one line, pause it, and then repeat the line that you just paused. This option is good if you're going to try to work on your understanding. And you can also notice more things that you might not catch when you're pausing line by line, as opposed to the first option where you're just repeating it right after you hear it. The advantage to the first option is that you can do it anytime or anywhere since you're not relying upon that script or on a transcript. Choose one of the two options that's good for you and try it out. Just make sure that you're doing it somewhere that you feel comfortable. One of the biggest things that you can do wrong in shadowing is not setting a goal for yourself. What are you going to pay attention to? What are you going to work on? Or what do you want to improve when it comes to shadowing? With shadowing, you're going to be copying someone's speech, but that's not going to be your main goal. You want to start focusing on the different parts of speech that you imitate. Try to pick up the rhythm and the intonation of the speaker. Where are the pauses coming that give you a more natural feel to your speech? Each English speaker has a melody with the way that they speak. Can you pick up on it and understand why they're doing it? Each time you do shadowing, how about set out to work on one or two things and then focus on those? By working with the goal in mind, you can make it easier to improve your fluency and accent by pinpointing the parts of English that you really want to work on. If you don't know what you're working towards, you might get caught up in listening and repeating without really having a comprehension of what you're doing or why you're doing it. For example, if you want to work on your intonation, really focus in on the speaker's changes in intonation. Why are they strong here, but softer in other parts? By going in with a practice goal, you're going to know what to listen for, what to look for, and you can focus on just that one thing. When you feel comfortable, you can move on to different parts of English speech that you're less confident in. Set the goal so that you're going to have your antennas up so you know what you're looking for when you're going to start shadowing. Once you notice it, you can change it. Once you change it, you can replace your old speaking habits with the new ones that you're picking up. And this is how you get better at English. Here are some things to think about when you do the shadow technique. First, find a voice that you like. You're going to do this because you want to find a voice that you like, of course, but also you want to think about finding a voice that you're not going to get bored of. You will be modeling your voice after this voice, so you don't want to pick a voice that's going to make you feel like this is not something that I want to continue, this is not something that I want to study. So really think about it and get a voice that you love. Second, it's okay to change your playback speed. If it's too fast for you, slow it down until you feel comfortable enough to do it at regular speed. This is another good reason for you to do shadowing because you're able to control the learning environment. This works well with podcasts or also YouTube videos. Just go into the settings and change it to a speed that's comfortable for you, and then once you start feeling more confident, you can always increase that speed later. I had a student that would always change the listening to a little bit slower speed when he's practicing for listening exams, so it's just a great way to improve your fluency and also practice your listening at your own pace. Third, if you need it, have your script with you. Depending on your listening level, having a script with you is just another way for you to follow along with speech that you might not be able to catch on your own. Try it once with the script. Once you have more of an understanding, you can go over it again without that script. Just make sure that, like we talked about before, you have your goals set and you can decide whether or not you want to use that script or not. Fourth, you can record yourself shadowing that speaker and then you can also go back and listen to it later. Match yourself against the speaker to find out where you can improve. It is a lot of work, but if you're able to do it right, I think you can really see big benefits in your English improvement. You will notice a lot more things when you play back that recording. Sometimes you just need that extra level of separation to see where you're going wrong. Once again, don't forget to set your goal and what you want to focus on before you start. Today, I want to focus on my melody or rhythm, intonation, whatever it is, just set that goal, try recording it. The fifth thing that you can do is focus in on a specific part of speech. So you don't have to worry about repeating and working on the same part of speech over and over. You don't have to do everything in that episode or that video. Find the part that you do like, go over it again and again until you have it down, then you can move on. The quality of your practice will be much more important than how much of it that you do practice. Okay guys, I hope this video helps you practice your shadowing and you can also use it to get good benefit out of your English speaking practice. You can also use this video to practice shadowing if you like. If you did get a good benefit out of this video, how about sharing it with someone else that you think it can help? And then click here to see more videos on how to improve your English speaking fluency. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you.